Today, I'm going to show you why you shouldn't just accept decline with age. If you're over the age of 50, you've probably been told this is just normal for your age and you should expect this to happen. Things like losing strength, losing muscle, losing balance, feeling less stable on your feet, getting weaker bones, and just losing independence and mobility. My clients get told this stuff is normal all the time before they come and see me. But here's the truth. Decline is common, but it's not inevitable. And I've dedicated my entire career to proving just that. The biggest reason I chose to work with people over 50 is because I saw just how dismissed this group of people can be when it comes to age-related health problems. You might have been told to just rest it or to just take pain pills to get a problem under control and not really given a solution to your issue. But I've seen firsthand what that approach can lead to. Loss of strength, loss of independence, loss of confidence, and an avoidable decline. There was actually a turning point for me, a moment when I realized how much I could help people over 50. I was treating a lady in the NHS. She was in her 80s and she had a bad knee. She'd suffered for 15 years with a stiff and painful knee. She'd seen multiple people on the NHS and privately who had all looked at her knee and said, listen, nothing really can be done. You're just going to have to manage it. Take these pain pills, rest when it hurts, and just accept this as your new normal. But when I looked at her, I realized that no one had worked on her stiffness, no one had helped her build strength, and no one had shown her how to start moving in a way that didn't cause her pain. I filled those 3 gaps, and within a space of just 8 weeks, her knee pain had reduced by more than 50% and she was moving much better. Now, she was happy, but she was also angry. She'd suffered for 15 years just because no one had really bothered to explain to her what could be done. That was the moment I knew that people over 50 were being let down massively and being allowed to believe that decline is normal, it happens to everyone and nothing can be done, all of which is false. Here are some of the things I've learned from years of helping people over 50. And the first is that you can regain strength and muscle. In one of my favorite studies ever, a group of researchers took 2 groups of older people. The first group was between 65 and 75 years old, and the second group were over the age of 85, so a very old group of people. I think their oldest was 95 years old, and they put them through a resistance training program for 12 weeks. Now, at the end of the 12-week study, both groups had gained strength and muscle, but they'd gained the same amount of strength and muscle. Even the people who were in their 90s, they'd still got stronger, and their leg muscles, which are the ones that were measured in the study, had increased in size by as much as 20%. So this is a fantastic piece of news, and it shows that even though you've been told you can't get stronger, you absolutely can. The second thing I've learned is it's still possible to rebuild confidence no matter your age. And I've had people come to see me in the practice who were struggling even to leave the house because they felt like they might fall, to go from that to being fully mobile and confident again in just a matter of months. And it's not just my experience. There are tons of studies that show the same thing. One particular study showed that older people put through a strength and mobility program cut their falls risk by over 30% in just 8 weeks. The third thing I learned is that you absolutely can protect your independence. Most people believe that you lose independence over time just because you get too old to look after yourself. But most people lose independence because they lose their physical capabilities. They lose their balance, they lose their strength, they lose their mobility, and before they know it, they can't look after themselves anymore. But balance, strength, and mobility are all things that can be improved with the right approach. And if you want the right approach, I've got tons of information on my channel, all for free, that you can have a look at to help you do just that. So that's why I do what I do. I didn't build my business to get people fit. I built it to help people take back control and to give people over 50 all the tools that they've never been given before. Because decline is not inevitable if you know the right steps to prevent it. So thank you for watching. If you want to get some personalized guidance on how to take the right steps to get yourself back to full confidence and full fitness, the best thing you can do is take our free personalized strength and mobility roadmap. Answer 10 questions in the assessment, and we will send you a personalized roadmap telling you exactly what to do to rebuild your strength and confidence. You can take the quiz for free in the description box below this video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to speaking to you again on the next one.